Okay. For those of you watching back, it's possible we'll do this first fight a couple times. It is significantly easier with I-Bomb, but we're trying something here. Hey Ewing, how's it going? Yeah, I should have knocked him down earlier. I let those expire. That's fine. I think this one does it. Oh, that was cruel. That's fine, I'll take that one. Oh, just 10% at the end there. Hey, Jason. No, it says Gauntlet stream. It is a Gauntlet stream. I did watch what is it, the Morbius one yesterday towards the end of my live stream then, and I'll probably pull up Werewolf when I feel like I need a break in the middle of this, but for now we're doing this. Hey, Dan. Hey, Joy. I'm definitely not dumb enough. Sorry. I'm not motivated enough to try all 21. I built more than one character. Hey, Gimme. What are we doing for lunch today? That's a good question. How did war go? I think we're still waiting on one person to clear a couple fights, but pretty well overall. Besides what I mentioned yesterday. I think at the moment, at least, in my battle group, I'm the only person who died. But we will talk about that tomorrow morning in the war video. I think our SIG's pretty darn solid, Luke. I mean, that's always what I try and do with my SIGs, right? Not something that's truly necessary, but something that's very helpful. And I think that holds for her. The block proficiency alone is very good. Come on, man. Okay, thank you. You're being a little annoying today. I don't appreciate it, Viz. Jeez. Okay. Come on, buddy. Thank you. And that should be the last one we need. Hmm. Done the voiceover twice now, it just isn't coming up in the video. Oh, that's sorry to hear. Or I'm sorry to hear that. That is part of why I just take the sound out of my own war videos. I just don't like worrying about the game sound. Yeah, I can see either, Luke. Like, photons is going to be more important more of the time, but I do think at very high sig in long fights, Reeds probably is a little bit better. Uh, Dragon Man doesn't have any AI manipulation in the corner, does he? Pretty sure that's just Kate. Oh, yep, way too early. Dang it. Alright, not ideal. There we go. Yeah, I understand why, Luke. My fault for reusing the icon, but I also didn't think that we were likely to reuse exactly what Dragon Man does in the corner again, and so it felt appropriate to me. if you're feeling like the 4 to 5 is better for you, Saragosse, then I would do it, right? Um, I went for the double 7 star because I feel like I'm getting rank fives at a reasonable enough clip, right? And I'm not particularly happy with my 7 star roster, and so building that helps. Excuse me. But that doesn't necessarily have to be true to you, right? Maybe you already have some 7 stars you're pretty happy with, and you feel like you could use significantly more rank fives, then the gem makes more sense to me, right? Oh, I completely forgot I'm not even boosted. 1 second. I have enough, it's not a problem. Okay. PI is so much higher. Yeah, the effect is very strong, Joy, but it's also extremely situational. So I don't think it was unfair. I took the 4 to 5 gem, got tech. This is right after I took Hulkbuster to rank 2, told me to rank 5 Red Skull. I do think the buff is going to be fun. Excuse me. I have no rank 5s, only one rank 2, absolutely busted 7 stars. Yeah, in your case, I would absolutely go for the gem. Mordo and Storm. Mordo and Howard for me here. Yeah, that was late. I got confused by the HUD spam. But the fight's over. Blink and you miss it. And that was with a mistake. Thank you. Yeah. I did not build Kate for Gauntlet. I built her for flexibility. But turns out Gauntlet rewards that, so here we are. Duped, Dragon Man, Wiccan, Titania, Storm, Elsa, Rocket, Hulkbuster. Yeah, that's a really good list. For sure. I know she's nice, but she's not that quick in Battlegrounds unless she crits, and that's not crazy often. I definitely get where you're coming from there, but like stat focus makes a big difference, and her own relic giving that energy vulnerability is pretty significant too. I know she does, but Literally my favorite champion to fight Weapon X with at this point is Absorbing Man, above Nimrod. So I'm just not going to skip that. Come on, throw your special. Perfect way to end it. God, I love that fight so much. Hey, MSD, how's it going? Kate's my Weapon X counter forever now. I don't like going counterclass if I don't have to. Dynamic of this stream being alright, kids. Time for a Sunday afternoon stroll through Gauntlet. Yeah, man. So I will say, I had talked about potentially doing this twice, like this weekend before the end of the sale. It was pointed out to me that there were 30,000 shards in the milestones themselves, and so I don't need to do that. Which means I mentioned on the last stream, my fourth champion is actually going to be pretty decent for the one fight that nobody on this team, well, none of the first three really answer in here. And so I'm going to be saving a key for when that matters, or for when that's possible. So, no idea when that will be. I might get them right away in November. I might not get them until, I don't know, freaking March or later. But when that happens and I get them ranked up, expect another Gauntlet stream. And thanks, MSD. I appreciate that. Not sure if I missed where it comes in, but as Paragon, I was disappointed we only got tier 2 Primordial Dust, as I like ascending 4 stars for arena grinding points. What do you mean? Like, we got tier 1 as well. I'm confused by your comment there, Dangsor. Are you talking about 8.3, maybe? Neither, neither sibling. That's funny. Okay, last time this was not perfect. Let's see if we can do a little bit better. Oh, Namor is dropping for the next one, for sure. Take that. Whoops. Ooh, not good. Not quite a refresh. Saved. I should have been more on the refresh train a little bit earlier, but that's okay. For next month's story quest, Paragons only get tier 2 dust. There'll be more tier 1 dust somewhere. I'm certainly not going to be sad about getting more 6 stars ascended. I mean, look at Kate. Yeah, I'm not giving any further teasers, Joy. We're too close at this point. Hey, Shivy. Oh, mistimed that. Ah. Alright, come here. Last one. Done. Alright, not as good as last time. Nope. I was just wrong on when the shield came back. I should have... It's not when I thought I hit that button. That's alright. Okay. Not as... At least I don't think it was as clean as last time. Maybe I'm misremembering last time. But that was not ideal. Alright, this is the one fight I died to last time. Not much more to say than that. We'll see how it goes. Come on. Thank you. I hate being locked into blocks these days. I swear something is different about it. Because I tried to drop block there and not go into pure light, and I just couldn't. Okay, we're going to throw this once early in the fight and then never again, because that's something that threw us last time. We're going to have to be significantly more careful with specials as Aspect of Evolution starts rolling. Come on, not again. Ugh. And, like, let all of the debuffs fall off, too, so no inequity. Well, I survived one last time. Let's see what we can do. But this is very annoying. He's just going to throw another special 3. Okay. Come on. Let's get that taunt rolling. I would really love to block a special one with Power Charge, get some willpower going again. Why, thank you. That's so kind. Okay, come on. Get close, get close. Throw it. Thank you. Close. You're a jerk. You have a taunt on you. He's like, what if instead of giving you willpower healing, I just gave myself Furies instead? What if I did that? He's gonna do it again. Okay. I know I can be dodging more of it, but I also know if I get hit... Oh, I thought I could block both of those. Alright, the block pen just is too much. What an annoying fight. I don't have any of these, right? I checked this before. Okay, I got a few of those. Let's do it. Got a Ascender? Yeah, man. For real. I think she probably will be next, just for defense. Like, I love Carl, but my boy is holding his own. Joy, you are starting to sound like a broken record, so stop. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I am intentionally going for some variety here, so let me. No heavy cancel against Mr. Unstoppable over here. Whoop, that was on me. Okay, I guess we'll throw a special 3. Want to love Photon, but I only kind of like her. That's fine. It's not going to be for everyone. This guy is doing a really annoying job of stutter stepping. Whoops. There we go. I mainly want a big boy defender to put Nimrod and Fanta down, hoping Onslaught is the answer. We'll see. Wire absorbing man's pants purple. How'd you know that was my favorite color? I definitely wasn't the one who made that decision. I mean, I like purple. I'm not saying I would have made a different decision, but whatever comic panel they pulled from, that was already done when I got hired. Ugh. I tried to stop myself. Good old Nightcrawler. I'd love to refresh the first cold snap, but I definitely don't need to now that I've switched you, so let's just play this safe. The energy vulnerability on the relic feels so good. Like, look how much the damage drops when it falls off. It's insane. I don't think I want a mutant that can consistently beat Nimrod. It kind of defeats the purpose of him. I mean, you're thinking about it in the wrong way in a couple ways, right? The idea is not to build a mutant that beats Nimrod on defense, but there should be more mutants that stop an attacking Nimrod, right? And then the other part of your comment there is kind of the implication that Nimrod should be able to beat everyone because lore, and that's not a smart thing to adapt into a fighting game like this. Like, yeah, we just can't do that, right? It's it's so bad for the game long term for one person in one class to completely answer all of the threats that you would ostensibly need other characters in that class for. If Nimrod beats all mutants forever because lore, then like what's the purpose of other techs, right? It's the same way that if we had said, like, okay, well, OG Thor just destroys all tech attackers forever because obviously Uru is better than anything on Earth, and so he just wins. They do zero damage to him. Like, then why would we ever need another Cosmic? Like, that kind of thing just. You can put that in comics. You can talk about that in your, like, comics YouTube channels. It makes zero sense for game design. Hey, Phil. How's it going, man? Nimrod is Herc level for Kabam in terms of Mood Ruiner. I mean, there's. In short, yeah. I would put it differently because, like, Hercules' problem is that he's stupidly overtuned. Nimrod's problem is that he ate up too much design space too quickly. They're both very annoying, but they are a bit different. Gotcha, Gunner. Whoops. It's like Battlegrounds. I completely forget this node is here. I was even thinking on the way in, I was like, I should probably read the nodes on Gwen to make sure I'm not forgetting something. Hey, guess what? I forgot something. Oh well. Is there a comic where Hercules can trample every Marvel character? I don't know. Maybe one of Hercules' runs. Okay, you know what? I gotta heal her up for this. Because otherwise we're just gonna like die to crit fail right as I finally land a cold snap or something like that. It's just we all know what Domino is. I think Mordo actually hits the opponent too, Joy. It's just that Kate stuns. But, like, I wouldn't give that up because of how incredibly powerful her the stun is in a lot of places, right? Hey, Wolf, how's it going? Hey, user. That is funny. I mean, we're never gonna, like, intentionally build that in. I don't know if that would break terms of service or something. That is kind of interesting to think about. Kate is genuinely a decent domino counter. That's funny. I guess just because there aren't that many individual actions that could fail, and once you have the cold snap off, you don't have to worry about that part of her. I'll be watching that in a bit, Phil. Let's see if we can do a bit better with Mojo this time. I am gonna. Um, yeah. Whoop, that's not what I meant to do. Whatever. Do I really not have any more of those? Huh. I would have used one of the romance ones. Rip 28 units. Fel, you're disappointed about every other new character that comes out. Come on, throw it. You limp noodle. Okay. I don't know about that, Phil. I think you've been wrong a decent amount this year. Come on. Cool. Oh, you mean I wish I hadn't given her evade a cooldown? Yeah. No, I don't regret that at all. That would be entirely too much. I got you. I think that was literally said in the live stream ability, but if not, I'm not going to answer it. I've said it before, maybe less while you've been here. I know you're a little newer and participating in chat, but like, please do not treat me like a news channel and ask me for anything like that. It is extremely difficult for me to keep straight what I am allowed to talk about publicly as a member of the CCP, what I'm allowed to talk about as a developer within the CCP, and then what I'm allowed to talk about, which is obviously everything, at my work, right? Like there's a lot. Yeah, that photon fight versus Mojo went a lot better than last time. I think I earned a little bit of it. Like some of that fight is just RNG, but I did make sure. What am I thinking? I did make sure to zero out his prompts once, and that definitely helped. Cool. I swear I threw a light attack in there. That's okay. Come on. Throw your special. Okay, his disorient is coded some kind of goofy way. I don't think this is how this is supposed to be working. Really? When iBomb is so passive, he loses all of his own poison stacks. Um, That's okay, ability. I know everybody has to be told once. I mean, that's the thing, Phil, is you don't necessarily have a lot of strong opinions, but I'm not going to give you credit for being right when your default response this year has been, eh. Like, what does that contribute? Whoops. Sorry, I think the HDMI cord came a little bit loose. It'll probably flicker again. Yep, there it goes. Thanks, Q. Let's not start that stuff, Dre. Please don't pit me against my coworkers. It's not productive for anybody. I'm not gonna follow you on that one, Slade. Like, it doesn't even make sense, right? Even within the context of our game. I expected big yellow numbers from a Superman-like champion. Have you seen Icarus and Hyperion? Like, come on, man. X23 would definitely be on my list, Joy. I like her a lot. Doing this fight numerous times with Kate, it feels so off. Yeah, I feel like there's actually something wrong there. Like, the fact that it happens on decks is one thing, but just in general, I think it's failing thing. It feels like it's just reading failures. Oh, I think I know what it is, actually. Hold on. I'm making a note for myself for Tuesday. Is that why you were having trouble with it, Joy? Is like as much the blocking stuff as anything else? I'll take a look at it. We'll see. Um, oh, I would love to uncap Killmonger's bleeds, Q. I definitely don't think he would be too strong. You can make the argument for X23, not for Killmonger. His bleeds are too infrequent, and they're too short, and they're too weak. It wouldn't be that big a deal. Like, Killmonger with uncapped bleeds, you're looking at you might get 3 sometimes with max deep wounds. Who cares? It's the last champ that straight up had big yellow numbers. Adam. I'm pretty sure Adam. Danny has decent yellow numbers. She just also has red ones. Same thing with Moondragon. Yeah, it looks like Adam. That's not what I've seen, Phil. I've seen a lot of... I don't know, maybe it's just me, but, like... Does anybody else think this person just isn't that impressive? I swear I've seen that from you, like, 10 times this year. Whew, that was close. I didn't time it properly. Double perfect block. Never gonna complain about that. I love my boy. Fights like this are just so satisfying. Crit once. Ha! Hyperion has big yellow numbers? Ish. Like, if Hyperion came out today, I guarantee you there would be comments on his deep dive that said, like, okay, the armor break is okay, but like, why doesn't he crit more often? He just feels so crit reliant. I don't know, man. Like, I want more big yellow numbers. Big red numbers and big white numbers just aren't the same. Like, I'm not putting this on you, but I'm just saying, like, in the context of a new character, before people really understand how good they are, I do think even Hyperion would get that. No, Ashish, you misunderstood me. I said Icarus does not have big yellow numbers, but I do think they are a Superman type champ. Silk has yellows. She has some okay yellow numbers, but she's still a red number champ in my book. I mean, that's part of why we're experimenting with Iron Man Slade. As far as like the absolute biggest characters, there's not a lot left. And before people start listing their favorites in the comments, I'm specifically saying there are not a ton of high profile Marvel characters with universal appeal left. Pretty much everyone we add makes somebody happy. Uh, my definition, Aiden, is not just somebody with big crits, but somebody whose primary damage source is big crits. So, like, that's why I'm not including Silk or Moondragon, because they have solid crits, but most of their damage is their red numbers. So for me, it's more of a distribution thing. Am I still boosted? Yes. All right, 10 minutes. Let's see if we can get to this. Why am I not getting stunned? Because Absorbing Man isn't a hero. That's why I'm not using Kate for that fight. I know she can solo it, but it's just so much harder. Come on, throw your special too. You jerk. Need to be careful while it's on cooldown, but man, I love blocking his special one and then just causing the miss. Come on, come here. Okay. Come on, throw. Thank you. I want my regen. That was a good chunk. Oh, that's right. We have the shield on full cooldown now. I don't have to worry about that. And he doesn't have any crit resist. I think? If he does, it's probably less than 5%. Slowly but surely, she's chunking him down. Just not having to worry about regen is so huge in this fight. Boom. Ah, love that. Thanks so much for the super chat, Jason. I know I'm a little late on that, but I appreciate it. Um, Whew, that was a lot of chat. Give me a second. Um, in case you didn't see it, Joy, the Apocalypse node only treats all heroes as mutants. Just to fully clarify that. So villains are okay. Yeah, people would hate Crossbones today. That's funny. I mean, older MCU characters at this point, Q, is just skins of other people we have. That's not necessarily something we need to do. Yeah, Luke is right. Saying Hyperion is better than something is not, or better than somebody is not an own or a diss. Hyperion is just cracked. Do I still have chest open in Gauntlet? I do. I have 2 more keys, including this run. Hey, Illusion. Thanks for stopping by. You have a sinking feeling about werewolves? Health pool? Why? Other than Photon, my old favorite was always Apocalypse. It's a difficult solo, but I enjoy it a lot. Um, one of the modern stun immune or one of the modern buff immunes would do quite well. Titania, Miguel, Cassie's probably incredible for it. At least assuming power stings still get around the no damage from debuffs thing. I would assume they do. Yeah, Silk sounds incredible. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Hey, Martin. Um, let's see. How's it feel playing the champs you design? Fun. It's very, very fun. Nice, Shibby. Glad to hear. Yeah, I don't know that I'd agree with that, Luke. I think that is both overselling how difficult Hulkling is to use and underselling how much complexity there is to hype. Okay, this probably won't work, but I am going to try Absorbing Man against this Killmonger once, just to see if we can say that we did it without using anybody that I didn't design. Oh, come on. This is only dangerous when he refuses to hit my block. Oh, that's dead. That's dead. I should have used a light there. I don't think I have enough room left. Yep, there it is. Whoop. Yeah. Well, it was worth a shot. Yeah, polka dot power is, I think, the real thing that makes this Killmonger tricky. Far more than anything else. Alright, I'm not gonna hold y'all. Hype is literally parry heavy special too? No, he's not. Hype is so much more than that. People just misunderstand him badly. Well, this is better than last time when I tried to do dumb things, but it is still very annoying. When this guy just holds specials perfectly to mess with my Imperious Rex timing. Excuse me? What? Hey, where's my block input? 3? What the frick was that? Alright, that one's getting reported. Give me a second. 4 times! 4 times I tried to block and nothing happened. I should have restarted my game before this fight. It's been an hour. There are some known issues with inputs getting worse over longer gameplay sessions, especially on iPad Pros. That is definitely what just happened. It's probably not something that can be fixed, unfortunately, and I forgot about it, but holy heck is that tilting. I know it's closing. Go away. Alright, hold on. So annoying. I don't know, Dre. Weird little things affect the AI, is all I can really say. We're not changing it to screw anybody. Alright. Now I just gotta wait. Yeah, there are plenty good options. Like, Apocalypse is fantastic for this Killmonger, too. At least once you're ramped. There, we at least get the Fury. Woo! I tried to hit the special 2 button and it did not work. Oh. Thankfully, I was able to block. Yeah, user, I try. Hey, Devil Dog, how's it going? Oh. Dum 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 dum. Please throw your special. Thank you. And now the fight's over. Yeah, for sure, John. I'm actually probably going to do that in a second, if you want to hang out until then, but not going to hold it against you if you go check it out. What was I using for this? I think I used, yeah, Carl last time. Let's do that again. Or maybe I used Kate? I don't even remember right now. No, Q. That wasn't originally an armor up. That was just an indication of how difficult it is to add literally anything to Ghost. Throw your special, please. Thank you. Almost bypassed the Vigor proc. Come on, buddy. So close. Again, so close. I know you're not going to crit. But there we go. So much fun. Need this for the feature trade-in? Yes, correct, Dot. Hey, Double P, how's it going? Welcome, Omega. She's definitely tough to use in the Glide circuit, but yes, she's viable. You just kind of have to play really carefully. Interesting. I've literally only been able to draft her once, Joy, so I'll trust you on this if you've been getting to use her more. But the one time I did draft her, she was okay, because I was able to maneuver them into an ideal matchup themselves. That's really good Fury AI. Ish. I was doing a lot of work to manipulate it, Jaw. And he still threw a special one into my held block twice. Uh, let's go Monica first this time. Whoops. Intrusive thoughts. I know what you mean. Pretty sure MSD and or Finn did actually do the full thing to get 100% exploration, but you're never gonna catch me doing that. So not worth it. Forgot about that. That evade, but she saved me. Let's play it a little better this time. I did it again, and she saved me again. Oh, that's so much fun. Yeah, I was too early there. Let's see. We just stay away. Cool, that's enough healing. This won't be, though. Alright, she is an Avenger. See if we can get the taunt up. Whoa! Whoa! It's into block? Did I just forget how that works? Clearly. That's not what I think lands any attack means. Alright. I forgot about that. Whoops. Okay, well, I would have played that a little bit differently if I had remembered, but I am still incredibly happy with her performance, and I feel like that was on the way to a solo, so I'm not too worried. Let's just wait this out. See, now I'm scared to use Kate's Riposte, even though it should work. Okay, we got the safeguard. We kind of had to test it somewhere. Get wrecked. Yeah, Aspect of Death does not, but Death Touch does. I had just forgotten. Bye-bye, Thanos. Alright, let's go open some stuff. I don't even know what to get here. Yeah, really no idea, so I'll just work on Cosmic, because I'm, I guess, close there. We'll take a full Science, though, because that's valuable. Alright. 1, 2, and I'm keeping my finger completely away from the button that says open, because that would be very embarrassing to have to go through support for that. There's a 6-star in here, right? How have I only pulled Nightcrawler once? I mean, on the same scale, how have I only pulled Claire 4 times? She was one of my first rank 3s. That's... RNG is weird. Thanks, Joy. I appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to your video. Yeah, nothing through here. Alright. That also brings me up to this. That's pretty cool. Let's see what we get. Did people ever have T5CC expire? Not so much anymore. I definitely saw it happen before, like, rank 5s came out. How many revives did I use? I think two? One for Dragon Man, one for... Oh, three. One for Dragon Man, one for Namor, because that, or one, sorry, one for Photon versus Dragon Man, one for Namor versus Killmonger, and one for Carl versus Killmonger, which didn't need to happen anyway. I didn't even hit the button. Okay, I guess we're getting Storm. I forgot they had a maximum roll time. I'm not upset about that. She's definitely not, like, the one I would want the most, but I've always liked my rank 3, who we'll probably see here in a minute. There she is. And Storm's Sig is, like, literally useless. So having a better version of her with stat focus makes me happy. That's a good one. You despise her? It's fine. I mean, there are definitely other 7 stars I'd prefer, don't get me wrong. Like, if we take a look here, just out of the basic, Chavez is very, very high on my list of wants. I wouldn't mind a Domino, even though I despise her, just because everyone else has her. Elsa would be huge. I don't even know that Elsa would be that huge anyway. I just really want her, because I've liked her and I've never really had her at a usable rarity. She's a great champ. Gore would be great. Gilly would be great. Hulk is stupid, but that does make him a good pull. Joe would be fun. Again, sticking just to the basic. Mantis I want very, very badly. Spider-Man could be fun. And then Wiccan. Wiccan is probably my top ask at this point. Okay. So I had a revive and overflow. Use that. Use some potions that weren't an overflow. Eh. Bishop is just better. Yeah, he probably is. But I have a soft spot for her. Yeah. Mysterio was my Thronebreaker rank up, and he's been great as a rank 2. Would I want Mangog? Eh. Like, he's fine. He's annoying on defense. I know he can do decent things on offense. I just don't like him, right? Like, I don't like the design. It's not fun to me. Been using Elsa in AQ with Photon. Nice, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Give you my Wiccan for Sauron. I would take that trade in a heartbeat. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, that's a long enough stream. It was definitely faster this time than last time, even with the all the talking. But I appreciate y'all. That was fun. Oh, before we go, Spotlight. Let me pull that up. Let's take a look at Werewolf. Almost forgot. Very silly of me. Oh, did I not mention Shuri? That's my mistake. No, Shuri would be incredible. She's way, way up there. Okay. There we go.
What is going on, Summoners? We're back here today with another Champion Deep Dive. Today, we're talking about Werewolf by Night. So sit back and relax, because it's time to get into it.
It's gonna be so quiet.
Werewolf by Night enters the contest with supernatural strength, granting him immunity to all heal block effects. But remember, werewolves hate silver, so his regen rate is reduced by 50% when fighting against champions with the silver tag. He also reduces the duration of incoming poison effects by 90%, and has 30% reduced combat power rate. Now, his first medium and fourth bite attack inflict a rupture debuff on the opponent for 15 seconds. But be careful, because his ruptures can trigger through block. As an attacker, after dodging back or using a heavy or special attack, he stands still and lets out a chilling howl. Howling triggers a power gain passive, granting him 8% of his max power for each missing bar over 3 seconds.
So, just real quick bit of clarity. I'm sure a lot of you got that, but that means that the power gain is stronger the lower his power is, right? It's 8% of missing power if he's above 2 bars, and it's 24% of missing power if he's at 0. Yeah, the silver vulnerability is fun. None of those characters are like A-tier counters to him, but it's a fun little bit.
This is removed if he's struck while howling, has a 7-second cooldown, and while defending, he has a 60% chance to howl after performing the same actions. Furthermore, when howling, he gains 1 lycanthropy charge. This also happens when crossing a bar of power, and if the opponent is suffering from a rupture effect, he gains an additional charge. Now, upon reaching 10 lycanthropy charges, he activates the Curse of Lycanthropy for 14 seconds. This is paused while striking the opponent by any means, and while the opponent is outside of striking distance and has at least 2 unique buffs. While the curse is active, Werewolf by Night gains a flat 70% increase to his personal rupture ability accuracy and potency. He also gains unblockable and unstoppable passives for 2.5 seconds at the end of heavy and special attacks with a cooldown of 10 seconds. Additionally, he gains a regen passive, healing 0.65% of his missing health every 0.5 seconds. And against Cosmic Champions, he gains an additional regen passive when struck by a special attack while dashing forward. Now, while this effect is active on defense, Werewolf by Night will fight more aggressively and won't attempt to howl. And once the curse ends, all of his lycanthropy charges are removed. Now, let's...
A lot to process in there. This is a trademark Kabam Shio design, honestly. For those of you who know anyone else he's built, such as Captain Marvel movie, or Kindred, or Moondragon, you're building up a resource, and then you go into... Our fun internal name is not something I can say on YouTube and not get demonetized, so I'm just going to say a Super Saiyan mode, which obviously I took inspiration from for Photon, directly from Captain Marvel movie. But yeah, you build up a resource, and then you get this like duration of just, I get all of these abilities, I do way more damage, and I'm more threatening, right? And so that's kind of the important thing to note. The ways to process this kit quickly are, how do I build to lycanthropy? How do I maintain it? Keep those things in mind.
Check out his special attacks. Each hit of his special 1 inflicts a rupture debuff for 15 seconds.
I hadn't seen your comment yet, Dot, but that's exactly why I spoke up, right? Because there's a lot going on, But like if you figure out nothing else, figure out how to build lycanthropy charges, and the rest of it just kind of flows.
This Rupture has a 30% chance to inflict your block, but don't forget, if the curse is active, that jumps up to 100%. Additionally, the first 2 hits that make contact have a 200% chance to nullify 1 regen and 1 precision buff. If any buffs are nullified, he deals a burst of physical damage. With the special 2, each hit inflicts a Rupture debuff for 6 seconds. These Ruptures trigger through block, but at a lower potency. Now, if the Curse of Lycanthropy is active, the last 3 hits deal an additional burst of physical damage for each Lycanthropy charge and buff on the opponent, maxing out at 7 buffs.
I can't believe we put a special 3 in this just biting somebody's butt.
He inflicts a stun debuff on the opponent for 1.5 seconds.
It's so silly.
Additionally, he gains 10 Lycanthropy charges. But if the Curse of Lycanthropy was already active, he inflicts a Rupture passive that lasts for 25 seconds. Now, let's check out his signature ability.
Okay, quick pause. SHIO, Aiden. I have playtested him a decent amount. I will say I mostly playtested him on defense because that was his primary target. But yeah, I've played him on offense. The thing is, it's always weird for me to like answer that yes, because you got to keep in mind the majority of the playtesting that I do for any given character is probably before their kit is finalized. And so most of the playtesting I did was with a character that worked differently. And so like I always have to remind myself how these characters like wound up, especially if I took like any time off at all during their design process. But with those caveats, yes, I've playtested them a decent amount. They are fun.
When awakened, he calls upon the Rusov family legacy and gains up to 7.5% personal regen potency for each unique buff on the opponent. This maxes out at 8 buffs. Also, howling above 1 bar of power grants him an unblockable passive, and above 2 bars of power, an unstoppable passive. These both last for 3.5 seconds. Now, let's see that howl in action in the champion rotation. To begin, use...
Yeah, I will say, before we go into the rotations, yes, I like how he plays. I would specifically say, with Werewolf, I mentioned, like, focus on gaining lycanthropy charges. That's also how to have fun with him, is to really focus on getting the most out of your howl. I find that very entertaining. His primary target was defender, but he definitely works as an attacker, in my opinion.
Use your medium to apply your Rupture. Then, dash back to Howl and start building your charges. From here, strike the opponent to build your power, and then once your cooldown is over, howl again. Keep in mind, you can howl in multiple ways, so depending on the fight, your tactic might shift. At this point, if possible, bait out the opponent's special and howl once more to enter the Curse of Lycanthropy. Then, use your special 2 while unblockable, and depending on the size of the health pool, if they aren't already knocked out, you could finish them off with your special 1, or build back to your special 2 to see that beautiful burst damage once more. And hey, if you run the Mystic Dispersion Mastery, and happen to come across an opponent with regen or precision, you could use your special 1 to nullify those buffs and speed up your ramp. That way, you can get to that gorgeous special 2 finish that much faster.
Yeah, the ruptures are intense.
Thank you for watching this champion deep dive for Werewolf by Night. And hey,
B.
if you liked the video and want to see more, click subscribe, like,
only a holiday tomorrow if you work for the government. Well, it's a holiday for us, and we don't work for the government. But I'll take it. Yeah, I will say another character that this designer built was Cersei, and I think that that is kind of a decent comparison. Because when Cersei first came out, there were fewer counters to her, right? And so you saw a lot of people early on placing her on defense more, especially when people didn't necessarily know how to use their defensive mystics, if we're being blunt. Um, but then kind of you also see the people who use Cersei a lot throw her on offense because they figured out what matchup she's particularly good for, and they just crush with her. I imagine Werewolf will end up having a pretty similar impact. Yeah, Werewolf's going to be fun. It's going to be a good month, honestly. Just like I've said this before, two of our most senior designers, and I'm not saying that to say that they're like, you know, that you should be worried about the junior ones, but I'm just saying they have like established styles. The designer for Werewolf by Night often builds up resources and then just goes into a mode where you delete the opponent. The designer for Morbius often builds up resources and then cashes out in a giant special too. And both of these are just like absolute classics for them and very true to form. Yeah, no problem, Joy. I will try and do the spotlights with context for both of these. No guarantee on when necessarily, but yeah, I would expect one of them within the next few days, and then hopefully the other one not too far behind. Because since I do have Monday off, I'll spend some of that time recording. But I'm also going to spend some of that time playing Baldur's Gate, I'm not going to lie. So I'll see y'all soon. Thank you all for hanging out for the live stream. This is a really good one. Chat was active, good numbers. I appreciate y'all. Take care.